Good evening, Otherworldlies. This is Queen Juliana, your dark mask diva. All right, I'm going to read something to you. According to quantum physics, every time you have two options and you decide to choose to go with one of them, the universe splits into two parts where you choose the other option in another universe. So think about it. You're in a parallel universe every time you choose another option. So think about all the times you've chosen another option. Now you're in a parallel universe. Think about that for a moment. So I'm thinking about all the changes I've been making in the last, ever since I got to Sacramento, which has been 6 years ago. And my life has been rapidly changing since then. And I was wondering why. Well, it's because I've been making so many rapid decisions since I got here. Well, apparently I've been in parallel universes since I got here. It seems like I have been making so many decisions, having to choose A or B since I got here. So apparently I have been jumping from parallel universe to parallel universe since I got here, because it just seems like there was always this option or this option. I have been quitting bad habits since I got here. First of all, moving from where I used to live to here was a big difference. So making the decision to move here, that was I'm definitely in a parallel universe now that I'm here. All right. When I moved from my old apartment, still in Sacramento, to this one in Sacramento, I'm definitely in a parallel universe in this apartment compared to the old one. So definitely in a parallel universe. I feel like a completely different person, like I'm living in a completely different world now that I'm living in this apartment. So that would explain this theory quite a bit. I quit benzodiazepines. That is certainly life in a parallel universe. Have you ever come to like a crossroads in your life where you've had to make one decision or another, and you chose a certain decision? You realized that have you ever felt like you were living in a completely different world? Well, maybe that's why. Stop and think about what I just read to you, and think about if there might be any truth to that. Let me see if I can bring that meme back. Here we go. I don't know how well you can see that. I hope you guys can see that. That's in my my Instagram, Angels Attached to Angst, if you want to follow me. But that's one of my memes. I saw that the other day, and that really started getting me to thinking, because sometimes when I make certain decisions, I began to feel like I am in a completely different world. Some of these decisions I've made have made me feel like a completely different person in a completely different world. And once I saw this and learned this, now I know why I feel that way. When I met my significant other, I call him Etalon. You guys know him as Zen, okay? When I met him, I felt like I was in a completely different world. When I chose to be with him, I felt like I was in a completely different world. I consider him my twin flame. So, the choice to be with him, I guess that's a parallel universe right there. Every time, think about it, every time you start a new job, every time you move, all right, every time you quit a bad habit, every time you put up a major boundary with somebody, every time you tell somebody a firm no and you mean it, that every time you stand up to a bully, I mean, every time there's like you refuse to do something, every time every time you accept something, you're making one choice or another. You're literally going into a parallel universe, according to this theory anyway. Do you feel this this major feeling? Do you feel this major change? All right, well, if that is the case, then that goes along with this theory. So that may be the reason why. I have been feeling so many different quantum leaps and shifts and that sort of thing since I got here. And it's happening so rapidly, and it's the most incredible feeling. So that could be why. So many different things. So this is a brief video. That's just something to think about, otherworldlies, and I hope that this resonated with somebody, and I hope that you guys have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next content. Bye-bye.